Said she has never said that Annie slept his. She said,
Listen, my new name is Apology now. Please call me Apologize because I'm not is here to gaslight everyone. By the way,
you're a liar. You're a liar. You are a liar. She's that woman that a man will pick up and say, "Dagiwe," a clapping, because no man in their right mind would choose a woman like that. I thought you were cool with me. Meanwhile, you're going around saying that I'm the weed, I'm the bad influence. Even my ex-husband never called me a weed. She's basically calling me Usatan. No, you're an evil witch.
I love it for myself. I've just been called an evil witch.
Sorisha is a liar.
Wouldn't be caught dead attending anything by a person who tried to damage me like that.
Yes.
My lips can. But when you give him a bossy vibes, but it was at the beginning before she said, boom, boom.
Ngoba yemisidakwa ulala uvuka ngotshwala lale ngabavuka ngabalale ngaba so ngiyalala ebusuku indoda yami futhi ayisilona ibhandini.
At this point, Sane has a special, as in a very special place in hellfire, because girl, why are you coming up with all these lies? Like the way she lies, and when she lies and the way she stands by those lies, you just be imagining, did I watch wrongly or did I see wrongly? Like you yourself, you start questioning yourself that actually watched them. Like that girl, God, like give her her crown. Like she deserves the whole crown for liars. Like crown her queen of liars. God, Sane, hey. So yeah, I can't wait for the reunion though, because I don't know how she will be able to cover her face. I don't just know how she'll be able to put up with the lies. Okay, so many other things actually went down. You see this vacation that these women went for, hosted by Juju. See, a whole lot went down. Even the Last Supper, it was a whole lot. So just chill, just hold on. I'm going to break everything down for you. So welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adobe. Hope you're doing great and hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified whenever I make a post. Now let's go and dive, and let me also know your comments about Sane, because it's important that we talk about this girl. Let me know your comments in the comment section.
Tell me what for something that you said.
Well, everyone is on my side. But I nonku. Kodwa angikho happy ngalokho. Ngoba ngiyalazi iqiniso.
Now, this week started or continued from last week. Remember that last week the ladies were having their Last Supper, and then the whole conversation about Annie actually brought up that conversation to Nonku, asking her, Nonku, I heard that you said I slept my way to the top. Like, so can you explain this for me? That was from last week. And then when Nonku tried to talk to Sane was like, no, don't talk to me. I'd already spoken to Sorisha about it. Sorisha was there. So in my head last week I was like, Sorisha, can't you talk? So this week Sorisha has actually spoken. But when Sorisha spoke, in my head I'm like, Sorisha, I don't understand. Are you beginning to join the Liars Club? Because when Sorisha and Sane had that conversation, Sorisha actually said it point blank. So you said this.
Actually, I said it in that way, and then and then the next thing you.
So you did say it, Sane. No.
Now, in the midst of the ladies, Sorisha is now going to twist everything around. Sorisha is saying, yes, I had a conversation with Sane, because when we had that conversation, Sane was actually, she was not being straight about it. So I had a conversation with Sane. And what Sane said is that Annie and her husband were working at the same bar, and after that, nothing happened, but someone else said that Annie slept her way to the top.
She did say, oh, Annie used to work in the bar there with the guru, and Annie used to do this, Annie used to do that. And somebody else who was there said, oh, are you trying to say my friend slept her way to the top?
In my head, I'm like, Sorisha, is that what really Sane said? Or are you trying to say this so that the ladies will be calm with Sane and begin to accept her? Because the ladies have not really accepted Sane, because she keeps telling lies. Like, if she tells lies for this person, on top of this person's head, tomorrow she's saying another lie. So the ladies have not truly accepted her. So in my head, I'm like, is Sorisha saying this just so that Sane can be accepted by the ladies, or she's actually a born liar as well? Like, I don't really get it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. So the whole conversation continued again. Nonku, see, at this point in time, I really loved Nonku. Nonku really stood up for her friend Jojo, who wasn't present. Yes, I know Jojo has been a lot. Like, Jojo has been misbehaving a lot. Like, the character she exhibits, nah, I don't stand for it at all. But for Nonkus to actually stand up for Jojo, say, I know my friend Jojo cannot say certain things, because that whole conversation, it now seemed like it was Nonkus actually made that statement that this person, that Annie slept her way to the top. It was not looking like it was Nonkus that said it, and Nonkus was there to actually defend her. So it's not like it's a lie, like Sane is lying. You know the way to piss you off when you know that somebody said something and then the person is trying to turn it around and say it is you. Like, I can imagine how Nonkus was feeling at that point in time, because it was a betrayal. Like, it was a betrayal. She even said this, she can imagine how Jesus felt when they said, crucify him, crucify him.
And for the first time, I imagined what Jesus went through when they said, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. It's not the first time. No, you guys together. I'm sitting here and I'm defending my passion.
Because it wasn't even making any sort of sense. So Annie now said, okay, Nonkus, since you didn't say, then let's say then it's Jojo that said. And Nonkus was she really stood her ground. She said, Jojo cannot say this. I know my friend Jojo. She also said, Sorisha, you know Jojo very well. You know Jojo cannot say certain things like this. And they now say no, that they don't believe it. See, it was a whole lot. See, it was really a whole lot. To think that it's Sane that is causing this whole chaos amongst the ladies, no, it was a whole lot. So Nonkus actually stomped out of them. She wasn't having it, because it's really annoying. Like, I've been your friend, yes, we've been having little misunderstanding, but for someone to come amongst us and tell us that this person said this, no, it's a little bit too far. So I understand where Nonkus came from. I understand that Nonkus actually stood up for Jojo, but you see, Sane, gosh, I'm done with that lady. Like, I'm seriously done with her. You see Annie going for shopping with her sister. So basically that scene was just all about Annie telling her sister what transpired during the vacation, just all of that conversation, briefing her on what happened. Then Sorisha now calls Nonkus and said, okay, Nonkus, I want to come and visit you in the house. Bear in mind that Sorisha did not stand on Nonkus' side, knowing very well that Sane was lying. She now left her friend Nonkus and started supporting Sane. So she now called Nonkus, like, I want to come and visit you. She now came to visit Nonkus. They now had conversation. Nonkus was like, I will always stand by you. Like, I don't understand what people were doing that day. You didn't stand by me. You were not there for me. It was like everybody was crucifying me. Nobody even wanted me to talk.
So she was very sweet, but she changed. Not claimed to be perfect.
Yeah.
But I have to say this, I just thumbed out.
Yeah, the supper.
I felt that I just walked into a trap. Jesus, thank you, Lord. Like, I tried to speak so many times and I was cut off.
I felt for Nonkus. Like, I really felt for Nonkus on this episode, because the bullets were just coming left, right, center. When she tries to dodge this one, another one comes like this. So I really felt for Nonkus on this season. So Nonkus was now saying that, see, she doesn't understand what's really going on, no, but she feels like the ladies have betrayed her. She feels like nobody's standing by her and all of that. Then we see Slee and her sister going for furniture shopping. So I think Slee is actually diving into the aspect of interior decoration. So she actually has a job that she has to decorate someone's house. So they went interior shopping, and then that conversation again of what happened during the vacation, how was the vacation, and then Slee now has a man. Like, Slee now has a man, but she has not introduced the man to us yet. So when she was having a conversation with her sister, that she now told us that yes, she has a man.
How's the new man? Indeed, I've got a new man in my life.
Then the ladies are going to have a fight night. I think that's what it's called. So this fight night is actually organized by Jojo. Yes, Jojo again. It's actually organized by Jojo's husband, but because it's Jojo's husband, Jojo has to be there. So it's like husband and wife is equals to one. So it's organized by Jojo, and they are actually grouped in teams. So the first team is actually they have Sorisha, they have Slee, and they have Annie. Then the second team we have Maria, and then we have Ru. See, I'm tired of saying Ru. Is Ru a housewife now? I asked this question last week and I'm asking it again. Is Ru a housewife? So I don't know who are the other parties in Maria's team. So they now went to practice and see who is actually going to represent them. They see when they talk about this whole fight night is all about boxing. Like, it's a boxing scene. I don't know anything about boxing, but I have to say that Sorisha is actually very strong. the way she went about it, oh my god, she gave it to us. Then let's talk about Rue. When it was time for Rue to practice, like, what is this? Like, what is this? You know, like, Rue, what, like, are you a girl? Are you a man? Please act like a man.
Okay, rock it. Boom, boom, boom.
Do that.
Do the right thing and act like a man at this point in time. It wasn't making any sort of sense. Then the ladies now decided to talk about how whether they'll be attending the event or whether they'll not be attending the event. So Slee on her own part says she will not be attending the event because of all that has transpired between her and Jojo, that Jojo has said so many nasty things about her, that Jojo has been a whole lot. And secondly, the ladies were actually invited with their partners. So all of them, coming to think about it, I think all of them actually have husbands or boyfriends in their life apart from Slee. So Slee is like, she doesn't want to attend because it will be somehow for her to go for an event that they say come with your partners, and she'll be going alone, and then she'll just be staring at the ladies, so she will not be going for it. So she had 2 points. One, because of what Jojo has said about her in the past, and secondly, because she doesn't have a partner. Although she has a partner, but she has not introduced the partner to us, so she's still keeping it to herself, which is very lovely.
Partners were invited, husbands were invited. I'm showing up alone again. So I'm open, I'm subjecting myself to a situation that could turn out to be a thing again.
So the ladies, which is Annie and Sorisha, like these 3 people, like, this is their friendship. I don't know how this their friendship will end, Sha. So the 3 of Annie and Sorisha now says, you know what, don't worry, I'm not going to come with my husband. Annie first said, okay, you can come and be like my husband, and then Sorisha now said, don't worry, I'll be your side chick. So the 3 of them planned to go for the event, and that was how Slee actually agreed to go for the event.
Go tonight. Yeah, we can.
I'll come with you.
My husband don't need to come.
Mine
You can
too.
be my husband.
Guys are gonna make people, and I'll be the side chick.
Then on the other side, which is Annie and Rue had a conversation about whether Jojo will be attending the event, bearing in mind what happened at her last event. She stormed out. She was the one hosting the ladies, and she left them and went home. So they were actually saying, would Jojo actually come for this event, or would she not come for this event? That conversation was a little bit weird because Annie, Jojo is your friend. You should have just put the call across to her and asked her, babe, what's up? How are you doing? Because you people have not even checked up on yourself. I don't understand the kind of friendship these women have, because I don't understand why I'll be on a show with you and yes, you stormed out, and I wouldn't call you to tell, even if I know you were wrong, I'll actually call you. It's only when I call you and you don't pick up your calls, then I'm like, okay, it's okay, I've tried my best here. But at least you call her. Mbali is here. Can we clap for her? Mbali has been absent for like 2 or 3 weeks now. Like, we've not seen Mbali. I think it's only 1 episode we saw Mbali, and now I'm seeing her. I was super excited to see her. So basically, Mbali actually called Slee when Slee went for furniture shopping, telling her that she was going to come and visit her. So now Mbali is in Slee's house, and that whole conversation of what had transpired in the past, what Mbali had missed, Slee was trying to bring her up to speed with what has been transpiring, and then Slee now decides to break the tables. See, must you say everything? If somebody tells you something, that is what I'm trying to really understand. See, ladies, I know we talk a lot, but it's not everything that someone tells you that you get to tell the other person. Yes, I understand the other person might be your friend, but sometimes you just keep your mouth shut. Like, keep your mouth shut. So Slee now decides to break the table by telling Mbali that Nonkus actually said that Mbali was giving her Mabushi vibes. See, Mabusi or Mabushi vibes. I don't really get what that means. So please, if you're South African, please leave it in the comment section what Mabusi vibes actually mean.
What that terminology I show you shook team. When you give her Mabusi vibes. But it was at the beginning before she said, boom, 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 Slee.
So actually, Mbali was not having any of it. From what Mbali tried to explain, I think Mabusi vibes has to do with someone that is fake or something like that. So that was what actually made Mbali very angry. Like, why would she say such a thing about her? Why is Nonkus trying to behave like that and all of that? So while they were having that conversation, bear in mind that Mbali actually came with the wine when she was coming to visit Slee, and I think that wine is actually made by Nonkus. So after Slee had told her, Mbali got angry, took the wine, went to pour the wine. Like, the wine doesn't even taste nice. You know, when you're beefing somebody, you will just want to say everything about the person is no longer nice. So Mbali was really pissed, very angry at what had transpired, and now stormed out. But before she stormed out, Slee was trying to tell her to calm down, that what Nonkus said was, Nonkus said this before she actually met you, Mbali. BMN and Mbali is an actress, so it wasn't something that you should be angry about. Like, before I meet somebody, or like, it's just like you watching me now. You might have your perspective about me, but it's now when you meet me, you're like, oh, it's not even what I thought or who I thought you were. So I don't think that should have been a problem for anybody. Like, everybody can have an opinion about you, but what matters is after you've met me, does that opinion still stand? That is what should matter. But I don't know why Mbali was taken out of proportion, if you ask me. I even thought she was going to go to Nonkus' house and ask her, because we are around Slee and Nonkus actually neighbors. I was thinking she would go to Mbali's Nonkus' house, like, what did you say? But nah, she didn't do any of that. So she now went. So now comes the fight night. So the fight night, we now see Maria and Rue arrive first. Maria, Rue, and Maria's husband arrive first to the event, then followed by Mbali and her best friend, and they just greeted. Then the next set of people that came were Nonku and her boyfriend RD, Rough Diamond. So yeah, I don't know why I'll never get tired of that name, Rough Diamond. So they came for the event. Bear in mind that Mbali has not been seen for like 3 weeks, if not more. So Nonku was surprised to see her. Nonku was excited to see her as well. Now went to greet her like, hi Mbali, how are you doing? And Mbali kept mute. Mbali did not extend the greetings. Back. In my head, I'm like, nah, Mbali, this is actually childish. I'm going to call you out on this one. Someone said something about you. Slee told you that Nonku said this. Courtesy, like it's courtesy. Courtesy demands that you call Nonku, or now you've seen Nonku. When Nonku greets you, greet her back and say, please, can I have a second with you? I heard you said certain and certain things. Is that true or is that not true? Why in God's name will you now decide to keep mute and ignore Nonku when she came to greet you? What if Slee was actually lying? So during her confessionals, Mbali now said, that what if Slee was actually lying? You see what you've done to yourself? Because it makes no sense. When somebody tells you somebody said this, call the other person. You should call the two of them together and say, did you say this or did you not say it? Say it to my front. Say it to my face. Don't be going through the back door.
I'm nothing to you, so I don't understand why you coming to me and greet me with
that is what I think matured women should be doing. But these housewives, I don't know what's wrong with them at this point in time. So Nonku respected herself and went to sit down with her Rough Diamond, and she was just trying to like, what exactly is the problem, that she and Mbali has not had an issue? Why is Mbali acting this way and all that? So she was having that conversation. She was on the next table after Mbali. So Mbali now turned and now said, you said I am fake, you said I'm giving Mabushi vibes and all of that. And Nonku was actually shocked. Like, she was just opening her mouth like this, opening her eyes and just looking at Mbali. I told you in this episode, they came for Nonku left, right, center, middle, everywhere. I was feeling for her at this point in time. She was just confused. So after that, her state of confusion, that was when Mbali made that confession. During her confession was that, what if Slee was actually lying? You see yourself? So Mbali, Nonku now had conversation with Rough Diamond, saying that yes, she actually said Mbali was giving her Mabushi vibes, but that was before she met Mbali.
Can excuse me? Yes, please come.
I know it's probably gonna come out. I didn't know her, but I just said, this person gives me.
Say what you said.
But she, Ardina said, but did you say something about fake? And she's like, I never said anything about that. I don't know where this is coming from. The only person I know I had that conversation with was Slee. So she feels that it's Slee that actually told Mbali about it, and it was just so weird.
I never said that. But I never said that.
Then the next set of people that came in are the triplets. The triplets, Slee, Annie, and Sorisha. They sat next after the next table, and then they were just looking at themselves. So that whole scene was just so weird, because bear in mind that Sorisha had just gone to visit Nonkus. So now today it's now looking like I don't know you from anywhere. In my head, I'm like, you just visited this lady. Why are people not giving yourselves bad blood and bad energy? It wasn't making any sort of sense if you ask me.
So weird, like Nonkus and I literally just spoke, and suddenly I'm chopped liver. She actually looks the other way. She's like smirking at her disdain at me. I'm like, what's happening?
That's how they were just turning their faces. Is this on turn? You turn your face. Like, it was just a very weird scene. Then the event started proper, and then they went to the ring. While they were at the ring trying to wait for the whole fight to start, we now see Jojo. Bear in mind that Jojo is the host of this event. Jojo actually called Nonkus, saying, girl, I am here. And Nonkus was super excited, went down to pick Jojo, and that's where this episode actually ended. So now let me know what you think about this episode of The Real Housewives of Durban. Like, the Real Housewives of these guys are giving it to us. I am enjoying every single second I get to watch on The Real Housewives of Durban. Everything has been very fantastic if you ask me. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Have yourself a lovely day, and bye.